So this is gradients. Um, Gradients are fairly simple to use. You're going to want to go to Window, and you're going to want to make sure that you have the gradient open because this is important. Um, but there are many different ways to use gradients. We have the standard, just two colors, or in this case, four, and then more. So, yeah. Now, most of these are just regular standard first choice. There are three choices for the gradient here. And first choice is the easiest. And you can change the angle and stuff by clicking this. And if you saw, it switched. And that'll be important for making unique and different gradients and such. And you're going to want to choose different colors. Now, these two have effects on them. So this one is supposed to look kind of goldish, so I put in some horizontal lines to make it look like it was cast gold, which you go to Effect, and you go to Texture, and that one is under Grain. So I'll show you. So it's under Grain, it's vertical, and the intensity is pretty low. Depending on where you click it, it can get pretty dark. And the contrast, well, you know what contrast does. But there's regular, which doesn't really have much lines. Then there's soft, which, hold on, let me change to a middle ground so you can actually see better. Sprinkles. There's a lot of different options. Some don't even have any colors and are not useful for doing gradients. But hey. And this one is also textured. And it's a very simple one, just a light green. And I forget what I did for this one, but I did something. I think it was green also, maybe. This one is the radial one, meaning circular. So the lightest color is the center, and the darkest color is on the outside. Now, you can change this, and it will change the center area. So like 800, it looks like that. 300's that. 80, so on and so forth. Okay, now this one is the more difficult one. And this one I only did points. No, this one's line, actually, not points. As lines, you can see the connection between each of the colors. And the reason you want lines is because if you look at some of these, they had the lines used to help make them, so that it looks cooler, I guess, but without the lines. And if it's just points, it will look, hold on, do I have one? Yes, I do, right here. This one is just points. See? And as you notice how there's no line between this one? This one's just points. Now there are many different ways to do your gradients. Some are more colorful than others. I like more of like the simplistic ones for when I'm working with stuff. Unless, of course, you go for something ambitious like this rose I decided to make. And hold on, let me show you how much this has. Like, yeah, all of that, just so I could get something that kind of looks like a rose. Okay. So yeah, these are the basic ones, which are fairly simple. You notice like 4. Not as much as the rose one. So these ones are still fairly easy. Um, oh, this one right here is made using a mesh. So it doesn't pop up as a gradient, but it's very useful for other things like this circle. But for instance, this is only used using the outside stroke instead of a fill, where these are all fills, these are strokes. So you can do cooler things with strokes. Let's see. This was used making with the blend tool, so let me show you that. Okay, so we're going to get the box selected if it ever wants to. You're not going to want an outline for something like this. Color. Let's do blue. And I guess purple works. So this is the blend tool right here. And you're going to want to click that. Well, first you're going to want to click one of the boxes. Then click this. Hold down Shift. And you should be able to click over here or, there we go. You notice the line is connecting them now? Now, to change the settings for that, you're going to have to go to Object, Blend Options, and this is specified steps. But if we want to do something smooth, like this one here or this one here, you're going to want to go to Smooth Color. Usually that works, but hold on. And if that doesn't work, then there is Blend Options, Specified Steps, 203 works. Really? They don't want to work? Oh. Oh, well, usually it does. Might be because I don't have them selected. That could be possible. Let's see. Maybe I'm just not paying enough attention. Nope. Weird. So let's undo the blend and see if I can do it manually. There we go. Sorry that took me so long. I'm still getting used to blend, to be honest. The more steps you have, the smoother it comes out. You noticed how when I first connected them, it was like very stepped? Kind of like, where is it? Where did I put that star? There's a star somewhere. Here it is. So this was my very first attempt at using blend. And if you notice, it's all stepped, and I didn't realize the more steps you have, the smoother things come out, which this is the second one. And that's the third one. And this was, oops, don't do that. This was actually made using a piece of text and then going to blend replace spine, and it made it into the L shape, which I thought was really cool to do with blend. So another thing you can do is, oh, this is regular text right now, so you're going to want to right click. You are going to want to do create outlines, and then you're going to want to go to ungroup, and then followed by release compound path. And you can drop it down here and make clipping mask, which didn't do everything, but yeah, I'm exhausted, so my brain's not 100% right now. Yeah, I'm just exhausted. Ignore me. You know, that'll be another video another time. We'll figure that out then. Oh, yeah. This is also used using the mesh. Examples of gradients. So, like I said, changing the angles is very useful so that they're not all the same. It makes them look interesting when you go to sell them in groups. But yeah, right now holographic and neon colors are very popular. So if you can come across examples of those. Metallic is always popular too because everybody likes freaking having silver or gold text. Anything else I should cover? Oh, let's see. When doing shapes, you're gonna want to keep that in mind, because it will change. So let's go to like this one. Like the shape varies, so on and so forth. Yeah, that's pretty much all you need to know. And the best way to do your gradients is either use a bunch of little circles or use rectangles. Personally, I'm a fan of rectangles, like these ones here. But I've also been known to use circles too. So just use whatever you're comfortable with and fill up as many as you possibly can, because the more you have, the more likely people are to get it because they like options. You never know when you can use it. And that's about everything.